patriotic to launch a presidential campaign in a basement club in Chelsea. A great way to appeal to the Rust Belt swing voter. But I have some bad news. It turns out I'm not old enough to run for president. You have to be 35 years old, and I'm not even 30 yet.
For another 5 months.
Lexa!
Sorry, I can't help it, I'm 18.
But though I'm no longer running, another man is. Well, he's more shuffling. Yes, I'm officially endorsing the re-election of our most pro-LGBTQ president in history, Joseph Robinette Biden Jr. Pop carries the fate of our democracy on his shoulders. Don't worry, he napped today. He can do it. Let's just make sure there are no objects like sandbags in his way. America has never been gayer. According to a Gallup poll, 7.2% of all Americans and 19.7% of Gen Z identifies as LGBTQ. The gay agenda is working. It was a smart idea to get Bill Gates with the gay chip and the vaccines. And there has never been more LGBTQ people in elected office. Representation matters, right? Honestly, guys, work, bitch. Work. I can't help but feel inspired by his shameless ability to suck up all the attention in the room. But even at a time when Che Diaz exists, a record number of anti-LGBTQ legislation is being proposed across the country. More than 530 bills this year alone. Republicans are once again scapegoating LGBTQ people as a way to gain power and to distract whatever you want to call this.
How much is that worth?
See, I don't care what tech bros say, AI can never authentically show human emotion, okay? As President Biden says, don't compare me to the almighty, compare me to the alternative. I'm assuming the almighty is Meryl Streep. But let's take a look at the alternative, shall we? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Satan only jumped in the race to help Trump. You know, the more people that run, the more likely Trump wins. I can't help but like Connor, though. I don't know, something about him. But this gets me to my rant of the night. Nikki Haley claimed that the most important issue impacting American women is trans girls in sports. The #1 issue hurting women. She thinks that roughly 100 trans women, who are women, kicking soccer balls or sports with other women is more consequential to the women of America than paid family leave, equal pay, the maternal mortality rate, or the right to have an abortion. Look, I understand exaggerating a little for effect. According to Grindr, I'm 5'11". Well, I am with these boots on. But Nikki, girl, go home. You're like acting insane right now. Mike Pence wants to ban gender-affirming care for all minors and compared it to letting a child get a tattoo. First of all, gender-affirming care for minors is supported by every major medical association in the country and rarely includes permanent treatments for minors. Second of all, I don't care what Jesus Christ is whispering in his ear. He has no shot of winning this primary. I mean, he's trying to convince people who wanted to hang him on January 6th to vote for him. This is a classic case of denial. Mike, they're never gonna like you in that kind of way. They're just not that into you. In fact, they want to kill you. Believe me, I know how that feels. It totally sucks. I originally wanted to call this show the Fuck Ron DeSantis Extravaganza. But I decided to change it when I couldn't get Disney to agree to let Elsa come out of the closet on my show. Let It Go, Into the Unknown, and Show Yourself. Those songs tell the story of a lesbian. No one has used the discrimination of LGBTQ people more as a ploy to gain power than Meatball Ron. From restricting drag queens in books and schools, to signing into law the most extreme anti-gender affirming care law in the country, banning it for minors and making it unjustly difficult for adults. To quote one of my favorite gay trailblazers in history, Ron,
"You're tacky and I hate you."
is the twice indicted, twice impeached, twice popular vote loser, Donald Trump, who while in office banned trans people from the military, rolled back healthcare protections for LGBTQ people, and showed Kid Rock classified documents relating to North Korea. Okay, the last one doesn't directly impact queer people, but still, bad. Bad. Lock him up, happy pride, right? The most vulnerable members of our community are under attack. We have to do more to invest in the safety of and well-being of Black trans people, unhoused LGBTQ people, and trans youth. And let's acknowledge that when we won the right to marriage, some organizations led by white gay men turned their backs on the rest of our community, but we cannot do that now. And let's push President Biden to go further, to build on his successes, but we have to get him reelected first. And then, when he immediately steps down or dies, and makes Kamala Harris the first woman president. Let's meet here when the Civil War breaks out. It's gonna be apocalyptic, like The Last of Us, but instead of fungus zombies, you have Marjorie Taylor Greene and Matt Gaetz. Scary!